Duck.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez,
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes,
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman,
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris,
Rip your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
and our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your take's so hot!
Come on. It's so good. It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro!
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the first time we're doing this for sure on Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. And it's definitely, without a doubt, episode number 677 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. And joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Say, Lee, you picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
Oh, man, I understand that reference. Kelly Harris. What's up, Kelly?
Hey everybody, you ready for the BAM extravaganza? We're doing it again, second time, twice as nice.
It's actually getting better.
Yeah, right?
See, I gotta work through it a little bit.
And our good buddy Mahoney. What's up, Mahoney?
Oh, no.
Oh,
I got you. I fucking got you. I got you. I'm here. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Another classic BAM Margera prank.
God damn it, I'm alone with my thoughts again.
Oh, some genuine technical difficulties kept us off the stream last week. We fortnighted before then, I think. So it's been a little bit, but we're fucking back.
Upgraded my internet and it just fucked the whole thing up.
You know, like an
Yeah,
upgrade.
come back because Lee doesn't know anything about pop culture since 2011, so we had to fill him in.
You know what?
I mean, look, that's not wildly inaccurate. All right, like I'm on. I gotta tell you, the horrors have been a bit much. so
Dealing with a lot of horrors.
You got whores?
and I've been on a bit of a blackout from things that make me a little uncomfortable.
Oh, I know all about that.
Yeah.
Lee's gone on
I don't know all the things for sure. I know. I've actually never even heard the fucking Kendrick song all the way through. The diss track.
Yeah, but that was like that. Not Like Us came out on May the 4th of 2024.
Oh yeah, I know.
I feel like
Song of the summer.
Yeah,
there weren't many
not...
horrors at the moment back when that came out.
I wasn't even having horrors yet.
Yeah.
No, this is just an extension of that, though. Like, I'm just saying, like, this is just another reason not to, because I'm quite, I don't know these things anymore, man. Like, because I don't TikTok, you know what I mean? Like, my feed is generally like informative. Maybe that's my problem because it's feeding me too much news, and it bummed me out so much. I'm not paying attention. Maybe
doesn't seem like it's informing you about much.
My Instagram feed, my reels specifically, my suggested reels are so unhinged with the just most gigantic braless boobs I have ever seen on the internet for free. Like,
it's pretty wild.
I had to go through and unfollow the half a dozen or so Instagram models that I still follow just because I open up my search function on Instagram and it's just like titty. It's like, holy shit. I like
Sweet
titties.
toys.
I like titties, but it's a lot. And I had a moment where I met someone and they're like, "Hey, they're a tattoo artist." And they're like, "Hey, let me pull myself up on your Instagram and I'll follow myself so you can see my work." I pulled out my
And
phone.
you were like, absolutely
Well,
not.
I pulled out my phone, I pulled up Instagram, saw the suggested posts, and said, what's your Instagram? Because no way am I turning that around to somebody and be like, here you go. Enjoy.
This is cool, right?
But I guess everybody's Instagram feed isn't like that. I'm sure of it.
I just sent in the group chat what if I click on the search thing, this is what pops up for me.
Holy jeez.
Titties, comics, some little toys.
Wow. Is this one like one of those AI where they don't have arms? Or is
I don't
that
know.
intended on? And you know what? These are fucking D-League compared to what I've been seeing. Holy shit. It's insane.
Yeah.
The world is out of control.
You know, buddy, it really is. It's a lot. So
Send
So
us a
Lee's dealing
screenshot
with the
of-
whores. Knives is dealing with the whores. Just whores bothering everybody these days.
If you're in the Discord, send us a screenshot of your Instagram suggested reels. Let's see what everybody's looking at. Let's check out the algorithm.
I like that.
Yeah.
So check out the Discord and drop us what you got, because that's a very interesting idea. I'm curious. What do you
Show
freaks-
us some of the jugs in your feed.
It's so close to your Owen Wilson and Michael Shannon, but it's its own, very own thing, and you've nailed it. You've really you've literally found your voice.
which is someone else's voice, ironically.
Yeah.
Multiple people's voices. And then, JK that's just another world.
Uncanny, really.
Yeah, get out of here, you dirty transphobe.
Woke Bam Margera, hell yeah.
Woke King Bam Margera here.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot from People of Bam, but I definitely feel like he would be fully supportive of trans people.
You know what? Probably.
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Bam
He's got no room
Margera,
to talk about anybody,
LGBTQ ally.
Just saying, Bam Margera's got no room to judge anybody.
Yeah,
Fucking
right,
routes what that guy did
exactly.
too,
I did some research on Bam today and found out that he's currently doing DDP yoga with DDP and Darby Allin.
Fucking, that's great. Like,
He's
It's
getting his
DDP,
life back
yeah.
on track.
DDP has turned around so many people's lives. And then there's Jake the Snake.
Oh, what, Jake fall off the wagon?
I mean, and Scott Hall, ooh.
Well, that one, he fell in his house and couldn't get to a phone.
He hadn't relapsed at that time?
I don't believe so,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, he was.
No, I think
he was
just
pretty
fell,
healthy. Yeah.
He fell, broke his hip, and couldn't get to a phone, and pretty much the damage was done in like 4 days that
That's
he was
fucked up
laying
to
on
me.
the floor.
Damn. 4 days?
It was something like that.
Jesus.
Okay. Here's my impression
Oh, God.
of Scott Hall on
Yep.
day 4 of
Okay.
laying on his floor after breaking his hip, his leg.
I think it was his hip.
Okay. Here we go. Hey, yo.
Okay.
The end.
You know what, buddy? You fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Way to
That
go.
was good.
Nailed it. I got a voice now, too.
That's right.
Dying Scott Hall.
God.
You know, we had Macho Man Randy Sadness and Dying Scott Hall now.
You have Goldar too.
Oh, fuck yeah. Kimberly. I think we all had Macho Man Randy Sadness.
Yeah, everybody's got a Macho Man. Even fucking Mahoney got a Macho Man.
Hey, Goldar, what fun pranks are you pulling on Kimberly's mom? We're gonna put her cruiser in the creek.
I sneak up on Kimberly's mom while she's taking a dump and I punch her.
The only thing Goldar's pulling on Kimberly's mom is out.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Yeah.
Awful. Awful. So yeah,
What the hell's
life
up,
has
Lee?
been a lot of. What's up?
What the hell's up, Lee?
Not a whole lot, and that's kind of nice. I take that back. Actually, it's a lot. I'm wildly busy. Work is out of control. The world's on fire. I'm having a daily existential crisis. Just trying to get by, you know what I mean? So I've been trying to distract myself from the horrors by watching old cartoons.
Oh, fuck
Japanese
yeah.
Transformers on YouTube. I realize that there is nowhere you can stream Voltron, which is kind of insane.
That's bizarre.
Even the new show is off Amazon, off Netflix. I guess the license expired with DreamWorks, I guess. So now the
Weird.
Netflix show isn't on Netflix anymore. So I bought some goddamn physical media, got the classic Voltron series, because I realized I never actually watched it all the way through, because we were little kids when it came out. And you guys, Voltron is weird as hell.
Hell yeah.
If you've not seen it recently. Oh my god. Like, it's got that I wouldn't say Power Rangers thing going on. Like it's adapted from another show, two other shows actually. They kind of cobbled together to make Voltron, two Japanese shows. But, with different characters and plots, and they had to tone it down a whole lot because, back then it was like you couldn't. The reason the foot soldiers are robots and Ninja Turtles is because you couldn't have somebody punching someone for real on TV back then for like kids shows, So the very clearly alien monsters, which look pretty dope, by the way, the monster designs are badass, are referred to as robots if they're gonna get killed. If they're gonna, if the robot's gonna die at the end of if the monster's gonna die at the end of the episode, if they call it a robot. You're like, oh, that guy's gonna go down for sure. There was another member of the Voltron force before the princess, some guy called Sven in black who straight up dies in the 7th episode. But he doesn't die.
Don't worry, he was just a robot.
He got super fucked up, like because he died. And then like they pan out to the the shot where as he's dying, and the music hits, the guy that's holding him like, oh no, and then he's like, you gotta keep me to the hospital, and then it fades to black. And now he's been in the hospital ever since then. Lots of people just volunteering to be turned into giant robot monster hybrids, and definitely not enslaved and forced into it, It's fucking stupid. Those monsters look cool though. It's fine. It's not
robots,
a bad way to
Lee.
spend
They're robots.
the end of the night. Yeah,
So,
the robeast.
Okay. If they made toys of all the Voltron bad guys, you could get them because they're all technically robots.
That's true. That would work. Sure, that would go. Although the Mega Mans are also definitely robots, and I had a hard time with those today. Oh my god. Yeah, if you haven't seen the Walmart started clearance, they got a whole bunch of stuff. It's like somebody found a back room full of shit, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, we got to clean this out."
So weird. So weird.
Like some of it's not even like old, like stuff that I didn't
No.
know Walmart even carried. They're like, "Oh shit, maybe that's the problem." You know what I mean? They were like, "Oh my god, we got to dump this shit out. We forgot to even post this."
Yeah, Preternia been popping off on Blue Sky today, which truly made it feel like Twitter. And I
Yeah.
think I'm in now that Preternia is popping off on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
And Jose,
over the last week or so, I've been like, yeah, I really don't need Twitter anymore. This is fine.
yeah, it fools me enough. It's
Yeah.
like using
Scratches
ground
the itch.
turkey instead of ground beef.
All right.
You
all right.
know,
What's the ad situation like on the Blue Sky?
0.
0.
Oh, really?
You know what? 0 ads, and there's no monetization. There's no blue checks. So when you see people's takes, you know they're just crazy and not trolling for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to give it a
Genuine
minute
mental
to
health
like,
is-
you know,
yeah.
learn you like you do any site, but it's pretty good.
The worst thing about Blue Sky is it's all the liberals. It's all the liberals, it's all the leftists. And that's great because Twitter has become garbage.
Yeah,
But-
like me, Brad.
But you know, it feels a lot like super liberal Tumblr days where everybody is just very sad and we're all just reaching out and we're talking about how, you know, I haven't eaten anything today, or, you know, coffee, you know, I gotta have my coffee. The horrors every day. There's, you know, you see people posting pictures of their every day that I wake up and Trump is president, or some shit about I hate every day that I wake up and Trump is president. And it's like that's sick. Like that's
You got, you know, like 1,500 more, bud. You need to, you
Yeah.
know, make your peace.
you need to
Like,
temper
look,
things a little bit. Yes, I understand hashtag resistance and all that, but holy
yeah, like
shit.
we don't like it, but you gotta move on.
a
you
lot
gotta
of
learn to find joy even in the darkest of moments.
that's right.
That's right, Bam.
And Lee,
Yeah.
Right.
Lee, what you're missing out about the whole
It reminds
Kendrick-
me of that time my uncle Don Vito was caught feeling up those 16-year-olds. And I said, "Oh, Don Vito, how could you feel up those 16-year-olds?" And then he died.
Yeah, it's true.
What was I saying?
Lee, part of the reason I'm enjoying this Kendrick Drake thing so much is because we're all having a bad time right now, right? You know? It's every day is hilarious just because of how
Nobody's having a worse time than
Yes, the person who's having a worse time than all of us is Drake. Sure, he's rich, but he is absolutely having the worst time anyone has ever had.
It does
So-
seem like he brought a fucking knife to a machine gun fight with this.
So here, Lee. So imagine you started a rap beef with somebody, and then you were like, "I'm way more famous than this guy, so I'm gonna fucking ruin him. I'm gonna end this man's career." And you were like, "Here's my song talking about how you suck." And then like 6 minutes later, he was like, "Yeah, here's mine." And you're like, "Oh, goddamn, that was fast." And you're like, "Okay, well, a couple days later, here's my response." And like 6 minutes later, he's like, "Yeah, here's mine."
Mm-hmm.
here's
You're
mine.
like,
And guess
"Oh,
what?
okay."
I revealed to the world you have a child.
Secret child. I told everybody about your secret child. And then
Jesus
he was
Christ.
like, "Yeah." And then Drake was like, "Yeah, well, I think you might hit your wife." And then Kendrick wrote a song about you and was like, "Yeah, well, you're a pedophile, and so are all your friends."
Yeah,
And
and then
then
Drake's
the
like,
Grammys were like, "This is the greatest fucking song we've ever heard in our lives."
there. You forget the one point where Drake was like, "Ha ha ha ha." The story about me having a secret daughter and being a pedophile, I planted those stories to get you. It's like, great plan,
Yeah,
buddy.
exactly.
Great
Yeah.
job.
That doesn't seem likely.
And then, so then is the song that they wrote about how you're a pedophile wins 5 Grammys,
Mm-hmm.
and then they bring him in to the Super Bowl. Now, of course, once he writes a song about how you're a pedophile, of course you sue him. You say, "Oh, no, can't be doing that." But you don't sue him for calling you a pedophile. You sue him and say that they inflated his numbers to make it look like the song was more popular than it really was.
Right.
You don't take any sort of defense against the claim that you were trying to date Millie Bobby Brown when she was a child, but you definitely are like, no, 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 no. 8 million people did not stream that in the first week. Like, you come for that.
Yeah, the Grammys were in on it, and everybody in the stadium at the Super Bowl was in on it as well.
Yep. And so they bring him to the Super Bowl, and as you're sitting at home watching your arch nemesis, because remember, you're Drake, you're a famous dude, you're like big in with all these sports guys, and you're like, all my friends are playing in the Super Bowl, I think I'll tune in and relax. And then your arch nemesis gets up to perform the halftime show, and all throughout the show, he starts dropping like the first couple notes of the song about how you're a pedophile.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I can't sing that. I can't sing that. I'll get sued. Like, no, I can't sing that. And then he brings out one of your ex-girlfriends to perform with him. And then he drops the sound again, and he's like, okay, let's do it. And he starts singing the song about how you're a pedophile. And then not only does he sing it, but he sings it all the way to the part where the whole crowd chants, you're trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. And he has the entire Super Bowl audience sing A minor with him. And then the camera, in like 2 beats, cuts to your other ex-girlfriend crip walking on what is essentially your grave.
Who was the other ex?
SZA and Serena Williams. He was involved with both of them at some point. Now it's a Drake thing, so who knows if they ever actually dated or if he just wanted to.
Yeah, Mary was saying that the story is that Drake was following Serena around and she didn't want nothing to do with him.
Whether or not the girls were in on it, these are people that Drake wanted to be with.
Right.
And instead, they are at the Super Bowl celebrating his demise.
We rewatched it today, and I think the funny thing about the Serena bit is, on the grand scheme of things, if you're sitting in the crowd, that is a very small part of the whole performance. What it was more about was for the TV cameras. It's, hello, everyone watching at home. It's Serena Williams. No one else.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't it's not like they turned off all the lights and put a spotlight on her. She was just one of numerous people out there dancing, but they made sure to get a good close-up of her.
Well, now I gotta watch this shit.
Yeah.
We forgot my
It is a
absolute favorite
monument
part.
to hating.
It sounds like it, just the trolling the likes of which I don't know the world's ever seen. It sounds like
so over the summer. I believe it was the Juneteenth Day concert. He played the song like 10 times in a row.
Yeah.
Right, and then they have like Crips and Bloods dancing together on the stage.
Yeah,
and shit like
Crips
that.
and
Right,
Bloods
yeah.
dancing on Drake's grave.
Right.
Reunited. I forgot my absolute favorite part. So as he's performing the song, the part about Drake, when he gets to that part, he's the camera's on him. He's not looking at it. He's not looking at the camera. He's just dancing. He's doing his thing. And when it gets to the part where the line is, "Say Drake, I heard you like I'm young," when he says, "Say Drake," he turns directly into the camera with the biggest smile you've ever seen in your life. And just stares right into the camera and delivers the "I heard you like I'm young."
Heard you like I'm young with the dance
Holy
move
shit.
where he does the hand movement like towards the ground, like when Mahoney's trying to describe Tito to a blind person or a deaf person.
Right.
To a blind person.
So the line is, "I heard you like I'm young." So Kendrick does the pushing his hand to the floor, but also all of the 100 dancers also push their hand to the floor. "I know you like I'm young."
God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was really remarkable.
It's not often I
You
feel like I
would love
missed
it.
out on something, but that sounds incredible. I have to watch that
think
later.
there's a remote possibility Drake watched it live. He was on some island with no Wi-Fi, no phone, getting his braids twisted. There is no way he watched that. Especially after the Grammys happened. He might have even been on that island when the Grammys happened.
It's pretty nuts.
I mean, how does he not watch it though?
Oh, I'm
He
sure
had
he's
to
seen it
watch it.
now.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely seen it. He's heard about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely seen it now. You know, like that's fucking
Think about
just
okay.
devastating.
Think about your worst enemy. If you found out they were doing the Super Bowl halftime show, would you watch?
Yeah, probably not.
Probably. Yeah, I would.
Well, the only way you would is hoping that they fail, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But then if they
I'd be
don't,
devastated to watch it go phenomenally
yes,
well.
you don't want it to go well, but it went so well.
Although then all the white dudes, the MAGA dudes, were like, hated that.
Right.
Oh, please let them pick a fight with Kendrick. It'll
And
go
it's like,
so
yeah,
well.
buddy. He fucking wants you to hate it. He didn't give a shit about whether or not you liked it.
Fucking wild. What a time to be alive, you guys. It is, you know, and I get it. This is a nice it's a spot of sunshine.
Yeah,
in
a
these
little
cloudy
diversion.
days. So I get it, yeah. No, I get it.
You gotta find the nice things in life.
Yeah.
You know,
Right,
you
Bam
have to
Margera.
find the nice things in life, but this nice thing is just unbridled hate. But it's done so well. And I think all these years we've been fed this horse shit that you gotta kill him with kindness, right? You gotta be the bigger man, you gotta fucking put your chin up and just take it, right? And be the bigger person. No, I think we need to hate
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta call people on their bullshit.
to the point where they go to a remote island with no Wi-Fi.
Yeah. No, yes. I couldn't be more into that.
Yep. It's your whole thing about we need to bring back shame, right? We need to bring back shame,
Yep.
and we need to bring the hate.
Bring back shame and need to like call people on their bullshit.
Mhm.
Like I was
I
talking
wish-
shit the other day and you know got called out by my kid and I'm like, you know what?
You're right.
I'm not sorry. That's not what I said. I was spitting some truth about somebody he knows, and he was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that person sucked." There you go. Fucking nuts.
Is what it is. A lot of sucky
It is
people,
what it is.
right?
So yeah. Yeah, other than that, not a whole lot going on this side. I'm delighted by this halftime bowl. Have Super Bowl thing. I gotta watch that later. The halftime bowl, yes.
Sports, go sports.
Yes. I don't know. I really wish I hadn't said that.
You did.
It just came out of my mouth.
You did the unintentional sports ball thing.
I did. I did the unintentional sports ball. God damn it. Yeah. I'm taking a bunch of pictures of toys, distracting myself from the horrors. Oh, I got a bunch of old stuff.
Ooh.
My dad brought over.
Nice.
And I got this idea to do. I need to reset the room, and it's exhausting to do all that and do shoots and stuff. So I'm gonna do a bunch of portraits of like the fucking first Spider-Man I've got with like the new cool ones. You know what I mean? Like kind of just first and the
Wonderful.
last kind of stuff. It's like the old school, new school shit. I think it'll be kind of fun.
I like
Do some
it.
neat stuff with those. That'd be fun. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. What you got going on, Knives, besides smoking all the delicious meats and cheeses, apparently? Apparently we're smoking
Yeah.
cheese now? We
Okay.
smoke cheese?
We have done the smoked cream cheese 2 times, 3 times now, I think. It's one of those, every smoking grillin' YouTube has a smoked cream cheese because it's a stupid, easy video to make, right? And,
Never
and
heard, see, I feel like an asshole. I've never heard of this before. I know you could
No.
smoke cream cheese.
me neither, brother. Me neither. I'm opening myself up to a whole new world of gastronomic delights. And it's because it's a lower heat, you're looking at 225, 250. And because cream cheese, she thick. It's not going running all over the place. It's just getting nice and warm and soft and smoky. And then you stick a little graham cracker or a cinnamon sugar pita in it, and it's just like a little bite of cheesecake, and it's fucking amazing. And
It sounds like it.
a wonderful little complement to all of the savory meats that I'm also smoking. So I would say my top 3 I've got right now. My number 1 with a bullet, that spatchcock chicken is so easy and comes out so phenomenal. That's where...
Is that the one that looks like it's just begging for it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where she's shy. Her knees are pushed together, and you cut the spine out and you flatten that fucker out. And I was spraying it with garlic butter every 30 minutes, and it just so juicy, delicious, smoky. Oh my god! Like, and a whole chicken, $8. So next time, I'm making fucking 2 because it is amazing. My number 2, I would have to say, is the pulled pork. Pulled pork is
it's a classic.
So my first pulled pork I did on Christmas, and that took 12 hours. It was midnight Christmas Day. I took my first bite of pulled pork. So I figured this time I'd get started a little bit early and maybe not do it until midnight. No, I did not set the heat as high. So another 15-hour cook on some pulled pork. But I tell you what, it's pretty good. I used Dr. Pepper to baste it. So it got a little dark, little sweet, little tangy.
Okay.
And you know, then we just have what? Fucking 8 pounds of pork that we're just eating off of for the rest of the week. So that's cool. Figure out different ways to eat pulled pork. And then the smoked cream cheese would be my third. like
fucking bubble
just
gum.
nail it every time. I fucked up the wings on Super Bowl Sunday, and I'm ready to get back in the ring and try again because I'm really disappointed in myself. It's hard because I had nailed this oven frying wing method where I would throw shit in the Instant Pot, get them all rendered down, and then crisp them up in the oven. But now I got this smoker, so I want to add smoke flavor to it. But because it's generally slow and low, you're not getting the high heat for a short amount of time like with the oven, so you're getting more rubbery, tough skin. So I'm trying these different methods to try and get them crispy but not tough, and I botched it.
That's gonna be lots of trial and error, I feel like. But I think smoked wing is gonna be one of those that when you nail it, it's gonna be just
you're gonna
for sure.
Smoked wings are the fucking best, dude. They're so good.
It's worth going through a few failures, and we knew that going in that this new hobby of mine is going to be a money sink, not just with, getting pellets and accessories, but every so often I'm going to fuck up a piece of meat.
Yeah, you're going to fuck up some meat, right? Yeah.
So that's that. And, one of these times I'm going to have to smoke a bunch of meat for y'all.
Hell yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
But it's going pretty well. We're pretty happy. Another thing I've picked up in my midlife crisis, you guys...
Midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis. You guys in on this dirty soda trend at all?
No.
Tell me more.
All right. So
the
first one I heard about was the dirty Dr. Pepper. I'm a big Dr. Pepper guy. So it's coconut cream added to Dr. Pepper on ice, and then you squeeze a little lime on top of it. And it's basically, it's all sugar. It's Dr. Pepper.
It's not like a fucking Dr. Pepper cocktail.
Yeah. It's Dr. Pepper with coffee creamer in it. So it's basically an iced coffee, but without the coffee, with Dr. Pepper instead.
Yeah, right.
It's not a health drink by any means, but it is a nice little treat, little creamy, little coconut, little lime. If you like pina coladas, you might love a dirty Dr. Pepper. You can have that, Dr. Pepper.
If you like getting caught in the rain,
Yeah.
you might love a dirty Dr. Pepper.
So apparently now they're doing it at Taco Bell. They've got a dirty Baja Blast, which I'm going to have to try.
Sounds good.
Mary called it sewer water because you pour some creamer into some Dr. Pepper and it just looks like the fucking septic tank backed up because it's a little foamy, a little opaque.
Oh God, yeah. No, I feel like the minute you said that, I saw it.
Yeah.
Quite the wordsmith, your wife.
But I'm a big fan. I'm excited to explore the incredible world and possibilities that dirty sodas could bring.
Yeah, why not?
And
Fuck it,
then
only live once.
while
goofy shit in a soda, who cares?
While I'm drinking my dirty soda, me and Mary stumbled upon a Japanese news YouTube channel that was basically playing rapid fire highlights of the January sumo tournaments.
Oh, you were on the NHK
shit.
Yes.
account?
Yeah.
I heard they called those January thick.
Kelly, I subscribed to that YouTube account thinking it was just sumo. And I woke up the
there's
next
lots
morning.
of news.
Yeah, I woke up the next morning to my YouTube feed being nothing but Japanese news. So I had to unfollow that with a quickness. Yeah, what is the channel called, Kelly?
NHK. That's one of
NHK.
like their big channels.
Yes.
Over.
They had a motherfucker from Kazakhstan in this sumo tournament. Like, he looked Hawaiian or Samoan or something, but he's fucking Kazakhstan.
Just built like a fucking barn.
And it made me want to go to sumo so bad. It made me want to sumo. But
right?
And it just, a lot of it can be chalked up to the pageantry of it all, right?
Absolutely.
The slapping
Sumo
the
rules,
tummy,
dude.
throwing the salt, and then, I don't know what the rules are exactly, but I think the rules are once everybody touches their knuckles on the ground, that's when the round starts, because it's like one guy gets down and puts his fist down, and then the other guy's like squatting, and then he'll just do a little like touch, and then they'll start fighting. And then the ref will be like, all right, let's go. They've got these shit that dangle from their diapers that are ceremonial, and they have to kind of move them out of the way when they do their squat. And then as soon as the match is over, they fucking just yank them out.
Okay.
But it's fantastic because it's just one right after another, after another, after another. It was like each one of these 30-minute videos has something like 10 sumo matches in it, and it's amazing. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
I'm gonna watch that too. That sounds delightful.
Just
that sounds like a great way
watching
to wind the day
fucking-
out.
Yeah, just
Hell yeah.
watching sumo, drinking dirty Dr. Peppers, and eating smoked cream cheese, living my life.
I'm telling you. Fucking dreams do come true, Jason Nye. Look at you go.
Mm-hmm. Gonna do it.
Living
Oh,
a
you know
fucking
what?
sweet life.
I feel bad. I didn't mention the baby back ribs, but the baby back ribs were very good. And we've got some more baby back ribs in the freezer that I'm probably going to make for Valentine's. Come on
Gotta go see
over.
Captain America for Valentine's, you guys. Comes out this weekend. Hooray.
I wonder if
Yeah,
the
we got our
theaters...
tickets for Thursday afternoon, but it's supposed to be a snowstorm here. It's like 4 inches of snow and freezing rain. I'm like, I don't want to see this Captain America movie that bad. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm interested
driving in the
to
snow for it.
see what the crowds look like. Is it people are done with Marvel movies, or is this going to be a Black Panther situation?
Well, I mean, they were fucking packed for Deadpool and Wolverine, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but that was
thing
the
I saw
culmination of
said
a bunch of
pre-sales
years.
are looking horrendous. So
Like I'm not gonna see it. Like I can tell you that right now.
See
Like,
it in the theaters.
the trailer. Yeah, I don't even know if I'll watch it when it comes home. Like I think the trailers look bad.
it's
know
one
what's-
of those things that they redid the plot like 7 times.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
not even about what it's supposed to be about, and it's that never bodes well.
That's so
No.
funny because that happened to the show Falcon and Winter Soldier too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of COVID.
Almost like they don't really want to make a show about a black guy.
Yeah.
But what about Blade? Oh.
Hey, Wonder Man's coming, or so they say. They keep threatening us with Wonder Man.
Well, they kept threatening us with Wonder Man, and they kept canceling it too. It felt like, but then it's still happening. Because didn't they have an Asian dude at one point?
I think so. I
Yeah,
think
that
this
was
is the only name that
Shang-Chi.
I've ever heard attached to it. Was that dude?
Up top, Mahoney.
Oh,
He was supposed to be the next big thing, but then they didn't make another movie with him for like 9 years.
Well,
everybody forgot he existed.
There were circumstances, you know. It might have
Put him in
been.
an end credit scene. What are you doing?
If it weren't for COVID,
we should have seen it by now because it's pretty good. That movie's not bad. That's a fun fucking movie.
No, Shang-Chi's not
great
bad.
at it.
I wouldn't call
It's a-
any of them
it's a-
Marvel movies bad, even the ones I haven't seen. Maybe Eternals.
That's bad.
Eternals.
That's a bad
Yeah,
movie.
Eternals is bad. Yeah, that's the only one that I think is legitimately bad.
Yeah, Jason Eyes, I'd agree. That one's pretty bad.
Remember when Eternals was like, these people are Eternals, they stay the same age forever. Also, one of them is a child. And I said, well, how the fuck is that going to work if they have to do a sequel? And then they, at the end of the movie, they were like, you one Eternal, you age. Everybody else stays the same age, but you get older.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I saw an interview clip with Kumail recently where they were talking about Eternals, and he was like, you know what? The film had a lot of buzz. We were scheduled for this whole press tour to promote it, and they were so confident they lifted the review embargo. So we're on this press tour, and the reviews are coming out, and they're just fucking destroying it. And they had another few weeks of this press tour to go through.
Oh, God.
Horrible.
So they just had to deal with that failure publicly and openly. I mean, they didn't really deal with it in the press tour, but yeah, they were going.
It was
through
there.
It. Yeah, they were going through it.
Speaking of movies, before we move on, Nicole and I went to see Heart Eyes the other day. It's a fun time. I recommend
I
Heart
bet.
Eyes very much. Heart Eyes is great because it is the plot and all the story beats and all the archetypes are rom-coms, right? Like it's a rom-com wearing a fucking horror movie cosplay, but it hits all
Love
the
it.
beats of a rom-com more than the beats of a horror movie, right? Like, you know how like in the rom-com you always have the part where, you know, they kind of split, they break up a little while for the middle before,
Right.
and that way they can
There's
get together
a
at
stupid
the end or whatever, you know?
misunderstanding, yeah.
Yeah, there's always some misunderstanding that they break up and they fight or whatever. Well, in Heart Eyes, that misunderstanding is he's arrested for being suspected of being the Heart Eyes killer. And so she has to go to the police station to prove his innocence. Like, it's fun. It's a really good time. The effects are cool. The costume is neat. Like, it's a good time. You should check it out. If you want to go see a date movie that's not Captain America, go see Heart Eyes. Lovely.
Captain America is not a date movie.
Not so much. Not so much.
You don't think of loving when you see Red Hulk?
Okay, is that Bam Margera or Harrison Ford now?
Yeah.
No, you silly. It's still me, Bam Margera.
Just take it back to the Dial of Destiny with DH Harrison Ford being like, I gotta go back to the college where I teach.
Did you see he's doing his press tour and somebody asked him like how he felt about Dial of Destiny like bombing, and he was basically like, my fucking check cashes either way. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
That guy doesn't give a fuck about any of that.
See, these motherfuckers are just trying to go viral these days. They know Harrison Ford has a short fuse, and he doesn't give a fuck about any of this shit. And you're just
someone asked him if what he thinks of Black Captain America, and he goes, "That's the only Captain America I know."
There you go. There you go. Man, Dial of Destiny ruled.
It was fun. Other than the thing I remember most about Dial of Destiny is the seemingly unlimited amount of confetti at this ticker tape parade. There was confetti falling out of the sky for 7.5 minutes straight.
Bro.
Well, that's how they used to get rid of their trash, apparently.
Yeah. Like, if the astronauts, it was the astronauts had come home or they were about to leave? I forget.
But, I mean, it's not like that didn't happen in real. We've seen it. It didn't look like that. That's the thing that really did happen in these bullshit, silly movies.
I mean, if you're going to ticker tape, and you're going to ticker tape the first astronauts that walked on the moon coming home, you're going to go all out with that ticker tape.
For sure. It just seems like by the time they were done, the people on the ground were walking through 3.5 feet of ticker tape.
You're going to shred every book in your house.
Fucking wading through it like a bucket.
Toilet paper.
Ticker tape are hardly newer.
Ape's gonna love that one.
My favorite part, not to spoil Dial of Destiny, but my favorite part of Dial of Destiny is where Indiana Jones is basically just like, just leave me here to die.
Yeah.
Please, just leave me
Classic
here.
indie move.
And they do. I feel like I forget exactly how it ended, but it felt like they were just like, just leave me, please.
No, they brought him back because they were like, bro, we can't let you butterfly afflict us.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Like wild. What's got going on, Kelly?
Not much. Let's Diamond declared bankruptcy.
Whoa.
Oh, that's right.
That's been fun.
I bet their monopoly is really great for that.
Yeah.
Well, I think part of the problem might be that they lost the grip on that monopoly a little bit in recent years.
Yeah, they don't have a monopoly anymore, so getting one monopoly for two monopolies.
Yeah.
Which is very fun and not frustrating in any way. Is watching people Lunar, and I'm like, they're just Diamond also.
Mm-hmm.
Because, oh, wow, it sure is wild. Image is no longer allowing Diamond to distribute their things, so now they are exclusive at Lunar. Huh. So that's only
indeed
one place you can get their stuff. Huh.
What's that
I think
called?
there's a name for that, Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is just, and like, one of the companies that went over to Lunar put out this whole press release jacking them off and saying how, like, oh, they never have late shipments. They fucking do all the time. And they have impeccable customer service. There is literally not a phone number I can call at Lunar. I have never spoken to a person from Lunar. Ever. They don't call us. We don't have a,
like you don't talk to a rep or anything?
No.
Holy shit.
It's an AI assistant.
But why do you want to call? That's what I want to know.
I mean, we've all been there. Sometimes you get to a point in, like chatbot where it's just like
send them an email.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I'm not getting any further than this. So let me talk to a human person.
Hey, there he is.
Oh no.
I think we lost you for a second, Kelly, but you're back now.
No, I can hear him. Kelly, can you hear us?
Yeah, okay, I'm back now.
Okay.
That was my internet dipped out for a little bit. Okay, we're back. Yeah, no, it's fucking insane. Like, it's just we have two Diamonds now, and one of them is worse, and it's not the one that declared bankruptcy.
I bet everybody is super stoked if Diamond owes them money and they declared bankruptcy. So we're talking.
Oh yeah,
we're talking like Marvel, DC, Image. They owe money to. We talking.
So they do owe money to. Well, they owe money to Penguin Random House.
Mm-hmm.
That's who distributes Marvel stuff. And it sounds like Penguin is just going to be like, damn, if they don't pay us, we're not paying you guys. Sorry.
Ooh.
Because that's how Penguin's gonna be. Because again, you're in the big boy publishing world where they don't give a fuck. So I don't know.
Wait, who's the you guys? Marvel or you?
Marvel.
Oh,
Huh.
yeah. That, I mean, if I was out money and Disney was like, "Oh, man, that sucks. You better give me mine, though." It'd be like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
gonna
and
get
I'm sure
mine.
like the whole thing with Penguin is I have no idea. I don't think they've made a dime on getting into the comics distribution game, just based solely on the sheer amount of damages we report to them.
Really?
Oh, they can't pack for fucking shit. Like, it is not rare to go through a shipment and have a 2-foot tall stack of damages at the end of it.
We've seen it. You've shown us. We've seen it
Yeah.
from other people. Yeah, it's nasty.
And they're just like, all right, cool. Here's your credit. And you're like, do you want the books back? They're like, no,
Just burn them.
just burn them.
Rip the cover off and shove them up your ass.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it's like, okay, so either they're eating the costs or more likely they're passing it on to the publishers.
And then the publisher is passing that on to the consumer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's great all around. It really sucks. I feel like Diamond got a lot better in the past bunch of years. And
Well, I mean, it's not like they're shuttering the doors yet or anything, but
no,
but
but
great.
it feels a lot of people are jumping ship.
Gotcha. So the
Yeah.
remaining customer base is fleeing the sinking ship a little bit.
Mm.
Well,
Well,
what are you
and
gonna
it's not
do?
even just that; it's the publishers. Like we're at like, we're at four at least that five at least that I'm aware of that have fled Diamond, no longer allow them to sell their shit, and
There's not
moved
even an
over
option, right? Damn.
and moved over to Lunar.
It does sound suspiciously like some sort of board game type thing.
And I don't know how Lunar is going to deal with gaining so much more business, because I am positive there's maybe 3 people that work there. Because I can tell who packed our boxes within the first box I open. Just like, it's one of 2 people that pack our shit. It's one that's really annoying and one that just does their job fine. So I don't know. It's been frustrating. And like the thing that I think a lot of people don't grasp about this either is like the infrastructure is there with Diamond. Like their previews. We have
Right,
previews.
and they know, for better or worse, they know how it works.
Yes, we get that order form every month. We give it to our customers. They fill it out. They bring it back to us. Lunar doesn't have an order form. So since the pandemic, I've been making in Excel. I've been making an order form for DC.
Hey, they don't have an order form?
They sure don't have a fucking order form.
How does that work? That's fucking nuts. Okay.
It's absurd. So every month I make us our own in Excel, and now I'm making an image one to go along with it, and I'll be adding a couple more. And it's like, cool, I get to print out 400 pages of order forms every month.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
That is a lot of paper.
Yeah, it sucks.
Who's your paper supplier?
Dunder Mifflin.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like there's so many little things where I'm like, Lunar, you need to work on this shit. If you want to do big boy shit, you got to do big boy shit.
That's great. I can't imagine, why would you sell anything like that without a fucking
Like
order form? That's insane.
DC makes one for you where it's like on the back of their like solicit catalog, but it just has a check mark next to box next to every book, and it's like,
Right.
great, you're putting out 5 different covers for this book. How are they supposed to denote which one they want?
Yeah.
Because
Jesus.
our customer base fucking loves them a variant cover. They want their specific cover. They don't want the main cover.
What
Well,
was
yeah,
that,
I mean, hell, if you're gonna get it, might as well.
Yeah.
It's the one you fucking want. Jesus.
what was that one
That's
Tito was
crazy,
looking
dude.
for?
Yeah, Tito wants that fucking Mark Brooks Donald Duck one.
Hell yeah. Mark Brooks, Donald Duck as Iron Man
Yep.
with the Beagle Boys.
Yeah, so we're setting into some growing pains with Lunar. I've been slowly kind of just waiting for them to go away this past bunch of years. So I'm like, eventually they're gonna run out of steam and everything's gonna go back to normal.
Yeah, like this will be fine.
Well,
this will go
yeah.
back.
I mean, maybe, given the state of Diamond, there'll be a merger or something, you know? You'll get the best of both.
That would not be the worst thing. But yeah, as long as they can get their shit together, because it sure is. And Diamond's been fucked for a while now too, but that's just because, well, now we know they're hemorrhaging money and cutting
But
corners.
also,
wherever they
if
can.
there's some comfort in the fuck do you know?
Yeah, exactly. No, 100%.
Yeah, it's not great, but you know the parameters that you're working with. You know?
And if need be, I got a guy I can talk to at Diamond.
Right.
And be like, hey, can you help us out with this? The fuck am I gonna do with Lunar, Mr. No Emails?
Type it into your Excel and text it to
Yeah.
them like Kelly Rowan.
Fucking wild, dude.
What
There was a time with
reference.
Lunar where they didn't process any of our damages for a month. That shit just sat until they were finally like, oh yeah, it's all approved. Okay.
That's so not good.
Maybe they had a big lunch.
Yeah. And okay, another thing that recently got my goat with Lunar, where if Diamond had done this, the Twitter, Comics Blue Sky in particular, would have lost their goddamn minds. Lunar is doing a special deal on the comic We Stand on Guard, which is a comic about a war between America and Canada. And they're pushing it because of the current political climate. It's a very relevant title.
Well, I mean,
But that's the thing. But imagine if Diamond had done it.
Right.
People would have lost their goddamn minds.
Speaking of Comics Blue Sky, which I haven't really dipped my toe too far into. Yeah, I'm scrolling at one point and I see a name I recognize. I'm like, huh, that's an interesting name from my past. I forget why I remember this name. And then I Googled that name and I realized it was the woman that got sent an unsolicited dick pic from Brian Wood.
Yeah.
Good old Tess Fowler.
Oh, Brian Wood.
You guys remember that? You guys remember that 3-year period where all the dudes in comics were getting canceled before Me Too ever even happened?
Yeah.
yeah,
What a time.
trendsetters.
Real hot for the news segment on the Popcast era.
Yeah.
Right?
And then Neil Gaiman's just sitting back and couldn't be me.
Oh
was like,
my
oh.
god.
How outrageous. If anyone needs me, I'll be getting bathed in my study.
Who wants to go sit in my whimsy tub outside?
Whimsy tub. Jesus Christ.
Look at that. That's a
No,
whimsy
it's a whimsy
tub.
tub. It is. It's very
Mhm.
whimsical.
It's
It's
under
more
a
so
tree.
sinister.
You go
Yeah.
sit in it, he'll put a finger in your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
I don't know why. It's probably just vibes. But when I think of Amanda Plummer, I think of that. What the fuck's her name?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
The chick from Girls who shoved the gravel up her sister's vagina.
Oh, that's Lena Dunham.
Lena Dunham. Yeah, Amanda
You
Plummer
remember in that time that
got that
that
energy.
Fieri put the rocks in Whoopi Goldberg's vagina?
That is in my brain, kind of like the spinning Yoda drill. Like, I feel like that actually happened. Guy Fieri put gravel into Whoopi Goldberg.
The
Fuck.
weirdest part about that Lena Dunham story is that she like
Offered it
put
up.
it in her own book.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
no one like found that out about her. She was like, "Let me tell you guys this fucked up story." It's like, don't tell anyone that story ever again. Go to jail.
Straight
Part of
to
what made
jail.
the couch fucking stories seem so viable.
Right. Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't a white person do this?
Yeah. You're trying to sell books. Why wouldn't you tell that story? I tell you what, if I had a book deal and I fucked a couch as a kid, I'm putting it in there.
Mahoney, remember that time we went to the Nerdist podcast
Yes.
and Matt Myra was talking about the time he fucked a copy of the TV Guide and then his dick was black afterwards from all the ink?
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
That's a real problem to have.
I think about that every now and then.
Yeah, that makes sense. Holy shit. I think about that too. Damn. What you got going on, Mahoney?
Oh, what do I have going on? I really don't have much going on other than the massive hater monumental time at the Super Bowl. I'll tell you what I wanted to tell you all about. The other day, Nyes saw a TikTok from Spencer Pratt, and Nyes was like, "Doesn't everybody in the world hate that guy?"
Well, no, I said, didn't he abuse her?
Oh, right.
First, I said
right.
he's
So-
fat, and you love to see skinny hot guys get fat. And also, I feel like I remember Spencer Pratt abused Heidi Montag, but I could be wrong.
I mean,
It
granted-
was a tumultuous relationship.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
What I was gonna say though is I don't know that he was ever hot. Like he was kind of weasel rat vibes.
yeah, but he was like a skinny,
He was
like
definitely in shape.
handsome guy, and he
He
loved
gets a pass from me.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Bam. Bam.
It's been I mean, what, 20 years? Like when was he famous?
Yeah,
when
that's
was
so
the Hills
fucked
like
up.
a thing?
That's so fucked up. To
Probably
think
20
about.
years, right?
But it's like, why are we nostalgic for this piece of shit?
No, here's the deal. This is just wait. So, it's been 20 something years since anybody thought about Spencer Pratt. And we do know that like what he was famous for is being like a horrible boyfriend to Heidi Montag on the Hills.
Yeah.
And the two of them have since come out and been like, every single one of those things was a scripted, planned scene. We didn't even live in that apartment. Like, we would show up at places, read the lines that they gave us, like, and go about our day as though, like, none of that had ever happened.
Wait, are you
Like-
telling me that reality TV is not real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? What?
So, but that all happened, like, whenever. So everybody had kind of moved past, like, oh, he's a horrible guy, and was like, oh, no, he just, like, leaned into, okay, you want me to play a reality TV show villain? Like, sure, I'll be the best one on TV. So, 20 years goes by. The California fires hit. They burned down his house, right?
Oh no.
No one has heard from or thought of Spencer Pratt in 20 years. His house burns down, and he's like, well, time to go back to work, I guess. and he is like a sensation on TikTok. He's gotten Heidi Montag's album to like #1. He got a Pitbull remix made of her song that came out in 2011 or something. Like, and it's not a good song. Like, it's not a good song.
Right.
But he just was like, time to re-provide for my family. I had bought them the house. We didn't need anything, and I had basically just stopped having to work. But now everything burned up, so I guess it's back to the job site I go. And he's just remaking all of his money. And I find it incredibly impressive. Like,
Yeah.
incredibly impressive to just disappear for that long because he didn't need to be around. And then the minute he did, to just be like, all right, I am back on the top of the world. Everybody loves me again. Like,
But
unreal.
they're not really doing anything. But they don't do anything. God
Well, I
damn
mean,
it.
who
It's so
does?
weird.
If you boil it down, at the end of the day, who really does anything?
Right. Yeah. Like
I'm
content
stressing the fuck
creators.
out, man.
I
Content
appreciate the hustle. I wish I could get in on that.
You know, they're every moment of their life they're trying to create content. So it's always you're always at work, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds terrible. But if you can do it, go for it. Go off, Queen. But like
One
no
of his
one
favorite
ever
things
loved
to
him.
do-
No one but Heidi ever loved him to begin with. So I don't know what you're talking
No, I
about. Like
know.
everybody loves him again.
Well, I guess loves him again in the sense that like he's
Famous.
back in the public eye.
Yeah.
He's famous. You
Yeah.
know, like they loved to hate him back in the day. Now they just like him. One of the things he'll do, he's got to do the TikTok has to be a minute long for him to get paid for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he'll get some hate comment, and he'll read off the hate comment, and he'll roast him. He'll like talk shit on him, and then he'll just sit there and be like, "All right, now we're gonna listen to the ocean for 20 more seconds because we're not at a minute yet." And he'll just like turn his
Oh my
phone and
God.
point it at the beach.
That's gross.
It's too funny. And yeah, now Heidi Montag's album is one of the biggest albums on iTunes.
All for the memes.
I don't understand this new world sometimes, you guys.
It's
Confuses and
frustrating.
befuddles me.
It's frustrating. Because it's for me, it's most likely frustrating because you don't know what the secret sauce is. It's so fucking random that you can't try and make it happen, right? It just happens if it's gonna happen. I watch a guy on YouTube who eats canned fish. I watch another guy on YouTube that makes Papa John's pizzas.
Maybe that's
love that
one
guy.
of the reasons I have
I
such a
love
hard
that
time
guy.
with it.
No, but this is exactly why I find it so impressive, right?
Yeah, but
He
the thing is, I think
became he became famous for being a reality TV show villain. He disappeared for 20 years. He had his house paid off. He just had kids, was driving them to school. And then the house burns down. And as you're saying, guys, no one knows the formula. No one knows how to make it happen. One guy's eating fish, one guy's making pizzas. Spencer Pratt knows the formula. He's like, oh, do I have to be famous again? Guess it's time to be famous again. And he just makes it happen. And I find that like a phenomenon in the world. Like, because
Oh, it's
in this
fascinating
place
for
where
sure.
everybody's
Yeah.
famous for nothing, it's like, how are you doing this whenever you want?
To
Yeah,
be
it's
fair,
it's wild.
to be fair, it's not like he's getting famous for something completely different. He's getting famous for pumping his wife's old album and basically leaning on his former celebrity.
He wasn't 2 months ago.
He wasn't.
He was
no.
nowhere to be found.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. He's back to the top, back to the top of public interest, out of nowhere.
Does he have anything to do with that chain of
As-
stores that sells
And-
dildos?
And glad you're here, Bam Margera. Don't you think Bam Margera would love to just reappear at the top of public consciousness?
I mean,
Like,
he
he
kind
can
of.
figure it out.
He sure
Everybody who
would.
used to be famous would love to do this, but they can't figure it out.
Bam's
Spencer
trying.
Pratt figures
Bam-
it out.
Bam's
Bam's
trying
not-
for that
Bam is
comeback.
not- What are we talking about?
I should be the host of ridiculousness.
The reason Kelly is doing a Bam Margera accent is because We watched that Bam Margera video of him talking like a Philadelphia Eagles fan. He's doing content.
Bam Margera. The next time we hear about Bam Margera is going to be when he dies.
No, he's getting better.
Oh, he's
he's
coming
sobering
back.
up. He's doing DDP yoga.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He will not be fine. He will not be fine.
God damn.
He's gonna go climb Mount Everest with Darby.
Mahoney, you have your finger on the pulse more than the rest of us. Why didn't you ever tell us about Teddy Swims?
Why would I tell you about Teddy?
Because what was our thing that we always used to do? Or it was Jose's bit. It was 5 swims, right?
Yeah.
Teddy Swims. Like, how are you gonna name yourself Teddy Swims and us not find out about it? They kept saying Teddy Swims at the Grammys, and I laughed every time. And you know what? Teddy Swims does not look like or sing like you expect Teddy Swims to look or sing like.
Yes. Agreed.
Teddy Swims
Agreed.
looks like a caricature white drug dealer pimp from like a mid-90s comedy movie, and then sounds like a blues singer. And his
Who
name
is this? Timmy Swims?
His
Jimmy Swims?
name is Teddy Swims.
Teddy Swims.
Jimmy Swims.
Nominated for Best New Artist at the Grammys, Teddy Swims.
All right.
I tell you what, I didn't see him swim once.
Oh, he does have a real look.
Yeah.
Is he that fat guy that sits in the chair and drinks out of the red Solo cup I see
No,
on
that's
Instagram?
Dave Blunt's. That's Dave Blunt's.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, chubby bald dudes with face tats are coming back. Apparently,
Yeah,
are
I
a
thought
thing
of
now,
Teddy
like-
Swims because I was thinking of we gotta stop these kids doing face tattoos. I think we gotta stop face tattoos across the universe.
Yeah,
But-
it's not good.
What
I know a
sucks-
guy who got face tattoos so he wouldn't get called back to the military, and it worked.
Okay,
I fucking bet it
I'm-
did.
that
I'm
fucking
for that.
rules.
I'm on board.
That is
Yeah,
amazing.
he went on leave. He got a bunch of face tattoos. They discharged him.
God damn. All right.
He's getting rid of them slowly now.
That
You
is,
know what? That'd be the one case I'd probably get a.
yeah, that's brilliant. Like,
Yeah.
shout out to that guy. But so many of these dirty white boys with these horrible, ugly face tattoos.
Yeah, and that's as a tattoo enthusiast.
And
I'm a big tattoo enthusiast,
yeah,
but don't put that weird shit on your face.
what stinks is I can say, let's stop with the face tattoos, but it's too late. We've already got too many of them in the world. Like, they got them now. They're out there. We got to look at them now.
I happen to have some myself.
He does. And you know what? Not a good look, Bam.
Yeah, it's not my best work.
I used to work with this woman who had wild fucking tattoos. And it was a call center, which is the only job she could possibly have.
Mm-hmm.
But she was also the type that, like, makes her own soap and shit like that. Real cool, person to be around.
Was she like the lady that offered to let us sleep on their floor at New Orleans?
Oh my
Very much that vibe, yes.
How-
exactly that vibe.
God.
Yes.
How was the smell?
I don't get close to people. What do you want? I mean,
Well, I'm just saying,
You think
you
I'm gonna
say-
be close to a coworker? Nah.
You say you
Lean
make
in
your own
and
soap.
Smell your coworker, Lee.
You say you make your own soap. I'm questioning how you smell.
Not great. I don't have to question it. I know it's not great. The answer to that is not great. But she had like shitty. It was like a shitty sugar skull thing going on, kind of partially on her face, sort of, kind of, but also like weird random symbols and shit like on her cheeks and stuff. And then I remember very vividly across her forehead she had the word "pops."
Oh,
Well,
And
that was
the
for her
S-
dad.
The S was a $sign.
nope.
And it was like big, like imagine donut letters, Like letters made out of donuts. Like it was that.
Oh,
Like it wasn't like, you know, like
no.
it wasn't like a script, right? It was like big, puffy donut letters.
Bubble letters.
It said pops. Yeah. It was weird. Real fucking weird.
All right. Okay. Challenge number 1, send us a screenshot of your Instagram suggested reels. Challenge number 2, get the PoP logo tattooed on your forehead. And go.
Ooh, there you go. The prize will be
Howard.
absolutely nothing.
Yeah. No, don't do that. I don't want more face tattoos.
No. You want less.
Look at me, I'm the Joker from Suicide Squad. I got the Panels on Pages Popcast Pop logo on my head.
Oh, better challenge. Remove a face tattoo. Not necessarily your own.
You know, I start thinking about my distaste for the face tattoos, and it's just like, am I out of touch, or is it the young people who are wrong? And
Oh, I mean,
you
I'm
know,
definitely out of touch. But
Yeah,
I think face tattoos are not. It's not good.
but it's also a generational thing because, you know, our parents before us, or at least like my parents, were not tattoo people. But it was like, if you're going to get tattoos, don't tattoo your hands. Don't tattoo your neck. Don't tattoo your face, just in case. And it's like, all right, cool. But then, you know, people start getting hand tattoos and face tattoos and neck tattoos. And their parents never had that talk with them, I guess.
And but also, like, you know, you don't really hear about them doing really cool shit. You know, like, I think a face tattoo. There's only a certain kind of person that's gonna get a face tattoo, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, if I think if shit's going really well, and like you're kind of crushing it academically, or you know, if you're kind of, you know, if you're just kicking ass on the lacrosse field and stuff's going good, you gotta, yeah. I don't know you're getting the face tattoos. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think anybody's gone out and celebrated awesome things with a face.
Part of watching the Grammys is obviously, you know, all the commercials are, yeah, it's almost Super Bowl commercial level watching the Grammys, but a lot of the Grammys is, you know, ads for new albums, or like they played Lady Gaga's entire music video for her new song. And then shit, where was I going with this? Fuck me in the ass.
Tell us more about commercials you saw one time.
Oh, I got it. So Jelly Roll, you know, gigantic celebrity, Jelly Roll, rapper,
Yeah,
He's a fat
musician,
guy.
A white guy got the
big fat
face
guy
tattoos. Yep.
with face
Gigantic
tattoos.
celebrity.
Yes.
I see what you did there.
So there was a commercial for this show on CBS where I guess they're firefighters or something, and Jelly Roll was doing a cameo on this firefighter show because he's a mainstream celebrity. Jelly Roll with the face tattoos.
He's named after a donut.
But the thing that stuck out to me the most is Jelly Roll, Mr. Face Tattoo, now a TV actor, just has the whitest, ridiculous cartoon veneers in his mouth now.
Oh, he looks like Matt Hardy.
He does. Big fat guy face tattoos, pearly white veneers, just looking like the Mask.
Oh, never mind. Like, I was about to say, what do you do if you pull the Jelly Roll and you do the face tattoos, but you're not talented? Then I'm like, oh, right, you just go to prison, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
You work
right.
at AutoZone.
Yeah. In the back at AutoZone.
Shout out AutoZone. Hope you know how to wash a dish.
Yeah.
Don't do it, kids.
That was an inopportune time to take a drink. Oh, that horrible dead air. Oh my God, I felt
You gotta-
it on my bones.
Mahoney, Lee, you need, I don't know if you've had the talk with the kids yet, but you need to have the talk about tattoos, not to put them on their face. Please.
Oh, I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but my daughter, who is now 17, she got herself a face piercing. She pierced her nose not long ago.
Hell yeah. Fucking go
Yeah,
off.
right?
Face
And she was like-
piercing, you know, what's the worst that can happen? You have a hole in your face for the rest of your life. That's
A little
fine.
dainty one.
Yeah, little
dainty.
tiny hole. Little tiny
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah, not mad
I
about
wouldn't
it.
go around saying how old your daughter is. Drake could be listening.
That's true. You never know. She's gonna be growing in 18 in a few months. Yeah, you'll lose interest. It'll be
I'd
fine.
Oh,
much
yeah,
rather
that's trash.
have.
Too old.
I'd much rather have a nose piercing that I no longer put jewelry in than an eyebrow piercing that I no longer put jewelry in. Because you can see those people when they used to have the eyebrow piercing. It's like, you're kind of a dirtbag, aren't you?
Yeah,
You had a chain
you're right.
wallet. You might still have a chain wallet, don't you?
Like, we would have hung out in high school.
What's that
We
smell?
would have been friends.
What's that smell? Is that Camel Lights? Yep, that's Camel Lights.
Would have been Newports here. Amazing.
American Spirit.
Oh, and you know what better note to end on than American Spirit, right? Like
the indomitable
one thing.
American
There's one
Spirit.
thing we're full of these days. It's definitely American Spirit.
USA.
Yeah.
Now let that immigrant from South Africa decide whether or not you should get that money that Congress said you were owed.
Comical. There, you know what? I feel like there's no way.
Yeah, we're not
that
getting
this-
tax returns, are we, this year, huh?
You're lucky you're not in a camp. So there's that.
We got to protect Kelly because they're going to think with his name, they're going to think he's a trans woman. So we must protect him.
Oh shit!
They're not going to research
Kelly,
it.
we gotta make you less sexy.
Yes.
Ah, fuck.
Or
That's hard.
more sexy. We got to go one way or the other.
Pick a direction.
You don't have to pick now. You don't have to pick now, but they're right. You don't have to pick one.
You don't
All
have to
right,
pick
all
now, but you don't have a lot of time.
I wouldn't dilly-dally, you know.
Let's see. All right, here's a little test. Grow yourself a little mustache, but then also start wearing a thong. See which one you vibe with more.
Okay.
Kelly's like, I
Yeah.
think I like the mustache and the thong.
Like the dudes that run the dudes that run our favorite taco truck here in town got. It fucking sucks, man.
Oh.
A lot of people we know are
Oh,
getting got. Sucks.
That sucks.
That's not good.
fuck.
USA. We're just hoping they get to come back. You know, that's what we're doing. Hoping they get to come back and everything's gonna be cool.
You know,
And
you hate to see illegal immigrants steal jobs from U.S. citizens, like running a taco truck in Tennessee.
Yeah. Running their independently owning and operating a business.
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
there's some crackers that are just like, I could run that taco truck.
They're like, those tacos are too spicy anyways.
I would make tortillas out of broccoli.
Yeah. Like,
Ugh.
if you want tacos, you want an illegal immigrant.
Yes.
Oh yeah, like it was. I mean, not for nothing, but we knew it was the best one. We have a couple guys that do it in town, but we know that's the best one because that's the one all the Mexican dudes go to.
Yes.
That's how
Yes.
you know it's the good one.
It's
like
the-
100%.
It's the Chinese restaurant in New York thing. It's if you see
Yup.
a bunch of Chinese people, that shit slaps.
Yeah. See a bunch of Mexican dudes running around the kitchen, maybe not so much. I'm sure it'll be fine, but it won't be as good. No
They're
disrespect,
Venezuelan.
We all know it. Now that sounded like some real American spirit. Now I think we can really go.
That's wild.
No. Fucking nuts, y'all.
Oh.
Stay safe out there. Stay warm. Stay fucking dry because it's raining like fucking crazy here. Who knows? There's always weather someplace, y'all.
Yeah, it's gonna snow tomorrow.
It was
Stay warm.
70 degrees here last week, and now it's like 35 again. The planet is fine.
I had a talk with my wife today because it has been in the mid 80s here all week, and I said to her I had to take note of myself the other day when I was getting unreasonably angry that it was getting warm. It was making me mad, and I said to her, you know what? But then I recognized it, I took it in, and then I released it. And I'm
There you
now
go.
healthier because of it.
That's right.
When I
That's right.
when I woke up this morning, it was 6. So
Oh my god.
Watch out, Drake's gonna come.
Phrasing. Boom.
I thought it
Whoop.
was snowing.
So here's the thing. We will possibly be back next week.
We'll see. Yes.
10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. For Jason Nyes, the great Jose Guzman, wherever the hell he is. Kelly Harris
Still
and our
trying to
good
log
buddy
into
Tony.
Discord.
He's still trying to log in. It'll be fine. He'll just set up a new account. That'll be great. I'm Bradley Rodriguez.
And Bam Margera, don't forget I was
Bam
here too.
Margera. Of course, Bam Margera is here. Good night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
Fucking Google something.
Demonetize this.
Holy shit.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize this.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Demonetize this.
You fucking
Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
Demonetize this.
you fucking Google ass bitch.
That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.